Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Ashok at Mysore. So today we are going into a little complicated Daridra Yoga. Daridra Yoga means a person who might suddenly go into a pitfall kind of a situation where he might suddenly lose some of his assets and or get into a loss into business, go into a very difficult situation, get locked up with regard to his finances. So let us understand how this Daridra Yoga works. So Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra very clearly has explained in this case as if the ascendant lord, here I have taken an example, I'm just giving you a definition here. The ascendant lord and the Navamsa lord, where the ascendant is posited, if they have gone into the Triksthanas are the 6th, 8th and the 12th houses in the Rashi Kundali. Triksthanas are to be seen in the Rashi Kundali. And if they are conjunct or aspected by the Marakesh. So I have just given you one example here. So let us go through this example. First, the definition is the ascendant lord and the D9 lord. D9 lord means the lord of the sign in which the ascendant is posited in the Navamsa Kundali. So in this example, we are saying the ascendant is placed in the sign of Libra. The ascendant lord is Venus. So Venus is placed in the 12th house from the ascendant. And it is also debilitated in this case because I have taken a classic example. The ascendant is at 17 degrees and 30 minutes. So if we see, it falls in the 6th amsha. 0 degrees to 3 degrees 20 minutes, first amsha. Second one is 320 to 640, 640 to 10 degrees, 10 to 1320, 1320 to 1640 and 1640 to 20 degrees. That is the 6th amsha. This is a Chara Rashi, that is a movable sign. Being a movable sign, it has starts from itself in the plotting of Navamsa. So from itself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it gets plotted in Pisces. So the lord of Pisces is Jupiter. So Jupiter has to be seen in the D1 chart as to where it is posited. In this case, Jupiter is posited in the 8th house. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So I have also put the North Indian chart just to accommodate and to make the easy for North Indian people who follow this type of a chart. So we can see that the same thing has been repeated here. We have the 12th house Venus, we have the 8th house Jupiter. So the next condition is it has to be conjunct or aspected by a Maraka. Here, the only Maraka planet for this, because I have taken a classic example, it's easy to explain, that's why. The only Maraka which is for this particular chart is the 2nd and 7th lord, which is Mars. So Mars, here in this case, I have taken as an example, placed in Kumbha Rashi, that is Aquarius, has the 4th aspect over Jupiter and has the 8th aspect over Venus. So, has the 8th aspect over Venus and has the 4th aspect over Jupiter. So, the example very clearly adheres to the points of this particular Daridra Yoga. So, which gives a result which is not that good. So, what is the result? That in the period of, let us say, Mars Dasha, Venus Bhukti, that is Antardasha, or Venus Dasha, Mars Antardasha, Jupiter, Mars, Jupiter, Venus. These are the dashas in which the native can suddenly go through a pitfall. He can suddenly go through a very huge difficulty with regard to finance, with regard to health, with regard to difficulties of documentation, litigation. So they in the Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra very clearly tells that he will become pauper or something like that. But as per the detailed studies what we have seen, people will get into a lock situation. They get locked up, like the finances, they would have paid some advance somewhere, and that work is not happening, and it goes into a legal conflict, and that gets stuck up for a long number of years, and it's a huge chunk of money. They would have taken loan from somewhere. Now they have to repay the loan. It's not their money. The money is not there. He did not get the property. So they get locked up. So this lockup kind of a situation happens in this particular kind of Daridra Yoga. So once again, if has to explain the Lagnadipati and the Lagna's Navamshadipati, where the Lagna has gone, the Navamshadipati are both to be in Triksthanas, in the 6th, 8th or the 12th house, as per this particular example. Here Jupiter is in the 8th house and Venus is in the 12th house, and have to be either conjunct or aspected by the Marakesh. The Maraka planet is the 2nd lord or the 7th lord, and here it is both the same, it is Mars. So this is how it works. So we can give you another example also, but it takes a lot of time here. If I just give you a simple example, if I take this particular ascendant and then do it, I can do it, but it will take some time. But let us not do it here. I will take another example later on when time provides. Thank you very much for today's class.